Good day, welcome to the Back to School edition of Inside Putnam Valley Schools. Eric Gross, your host, along with a relaxed superintendent of schools, our good friend, Dr. Fran Wills. And Fran, how has the summer been?
It's been a remarkable summer. We've been very busy with a number of initiatives that our teachers have been involved in. There's been training in active learning, classroom, using technology, and giving kids the opportunity to take charge of their learning. So it's a program called IDE Innovation, Innovative Designs in Education, which has been very exciting. We've had teachers trained in this new program to address social emotional issues. As you know, this is a big concern nationally, where we have students who have depression, who also are involved, as you know, in addiction. And most of those students tend to be students who are 20 or 25, but we're trying to create an environment in school and give them the tools so they understand themselves better. And that's what it's called the Yale Ruler Program. It's a program that helps them recognize and understand their emotions so that they can indeed be more successful in helping themselves regulate their emotion and become positive learners and productive learners, be successful. So it's a well-known program. It's being used in a number of schools in the region, and we're happy to get our teachers involved. We also have a very exciting initiative on sustainability, and a team of our teachers went to an institute this year so that our new energy program that we have with solar panels and all of the geothermal that we're adding in different places, and so that becomes something that our students understand, how they understand the way the world works, and how the role of sustainability is not just about climate, it's not just about recycling, it's about how we become successful in our lives and in our communities by understanding this notion of sustainability, sustaining, growing, changing, understanding and adapting. This is a concept that we think will have a number of job opportunities for students, and it's a lens for us to look at the world. Our big theme for the year is relationships, building relationships. So everything we do, we're thinking about how does that create the environment where people get to know each other, trust each other, work in collaboration, understand each other's perspectives and ideas. So we have a great deal to think about, and this year we also are looking at the later start time, which we're planning for to begin in September 2018. So this year is our year to make sure we have all the implementation phases in place, answer all the questions of our community as we move ahead with that initiative.
Fran talks about these many, many initiatives, and of course, you need teachers to work for the students for the initiatives. And we have a bunch of new teachers this year in Putnam Valley.
Yes, we do. We have about 20 new teachers. We had a number of retirements last year, and we had a great teacher orientation. I think you're going to meet in this segment, you're going to meet Dr. Luft, Dr. Jeremy Luft, who actually was a Putnam Valley graduate, and has been in other districts, and is coming here as our Director of Learning and Educational Innovation. So we have been working together, and he has actually been the leader of our teacher orientation program. Very important program which helps teachers understand what is our mission, what are we trying to achieve here in Putnam Valley, so teachers immediately feel that they understand our community.
And one of the most important parts of that orientation program for the new teachers, and going on for a number of years now, our good friend Sam Oliverio stops by before school starts and actually takes the teachers on a tour. We were there that morning. We stopped off and talked to Sam. Let's go back and take a look-see. A new school year can't begin in Putnam Valley without former assistant principal, current supervisor Sam Oliverio. Welcome.
Thank you.
Wearing
Thank
his
you.
Putnam Valley shirt today?
Yes, absolutely. For the tour.
You're as excited on the first day of school, even though you're not teaching, as when you were teaching.
You know, coming into the parking lot, you see the kids painting their parking spaces, the energy here with new staff. I mean, it's a phenomenon that, well, I really miss it. I mean, town is fun. I like doing that. But I miss the school, the kids, the whole ambiance of the place.
Why do you take the new faculty and staff on a tour of Putnam Valley each year?
because we are such a diverse community for the staff, the new staff, to understand who they're dealing with, who their clients are going to be over the course of the school year. They need to get out there and see the various areas within our town. The different housing, the roadways, and some of the historic places that are here that made Putnam Valley in its prime a very bustling, busy place, especially during the summertime.
And you want to remind the motoring public of something very important. Those
Yes.
big buses are on the road.
Exactly.
The red lights are flashing. Stop.
That's right. That's right. School begins September 5th. The kids are going to be out there waiting for the buses. Please be cautious, be careful, and drive safely. And kids, you also be safe while you're waiting for the buses.
We thank you.
Thank you.
Supervisor
Thank
Sam
you.
Oliverio, always a pleasure. Thanks so
Hey,
much.
Thank you.
Sandy and Trury over at the high school was telling us that there were 7 new faculty members at the high school this year alone.
Yes.
And there was a very interesting program called a college essay workshop that took place before school opened. Tell us about it.
Yes, this is the second year that we've held this workshop, and Sandy and Trieri and Rob Lathrop, one of our English teachers, have been planning this as an opportunity for students to get a head start on thinking about writing their essay for college. This essay has become an instrumental and very significant aspect of the admissions process because the colleges want to see how a student identifies himself, how a student describes him or herself. What are the unique qualities of this student that the college can benefit from, that the college community can benefit? And what can I bring as a student to the university, to this college? What is it that I have that is unique, is special, and something that will contribute to that community? Why do I want to go to this particular school? How well do I understand the school? So this essay program gives the students an opportunity to reflect on what is it that I really want to tell the college about myself, and what is it that I have to say about my life experience, about something I've learned that I can bring to that environment.
We stopped at the high school, talked to Sandy and Trury, checked some of those students making out those little tests. Let's go back and check it out. We're here at Putnam Valley High School with Sandy and Trury, the principal of the school. And Sandy, the building looks spit and polished. The floors are so clean. The building has that new school smell.
So I have to say I've worked in a lot of different schools, and I can't commend our custodial staff enough. They have worked so quickly, they've had so much to do, and they take such pride in their work, and I'm so impressed with everything they've done, and it feels like a new school, absolutely.
It really does.
Everybody's excited. We have 7 new faculty members at the high school, and that's more than they've had in probably 17 years. And so everybody's very excited for the new staff. We have a new schedule that'll alternate over 6-day cycles, some with block periods. We have a new station downstairs so that students can have lunch downstairs. So there are a lot of new things that are exciting and really, I think, will make a positive school experience for everyone.
The college workshop's also very exciting as the new school year is about to get underway. Tell our viewers about that.
Mr. Lathrop started this last year. It is a college essay workshop to help seniors and some juniors prepare for their college essay and get a head start on it. And he gives them writing tips and how to approach it. And students find it very helpful, very useful, because they can get that out of the way senior year.
And how many young students take part in this?
Usually we have last year we had about 50, and this year we have about 45.
So it gives these kids a heads up.
Absolutely, and Mr. Lathrop works with a lot of seniors anyway, and so they have the insight that they need to approach it, and they don't feel rushed. Because sometimes they're trying to get their college essays done in October, November, and apply for colleges. Now they can do it before school starts.
Well, we wish you a wonderful year. We wish the students in Putnam Valley at the high school a great year. The year will fly by like they always do.
I can't wait for the students to come back. I know the parents are ready to get rid of them. I'm ready for them to come in.
Have a good year.
Thank you so much.
Sandy and Trury, the principal of Putnam Valley High. Well, Fran, we talked about new employees. This handsome gentleman over here to my left, their right, Jeremy Luft is with us. Who is this guy?
Exactly. Dr. Luft is really not a stranger to Putnam Valley. He was a Putnam Valley student years ago.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, not as many years ago as you think. And he has been in the Ossining schools. He's been at the Hastings School District. and in North Rockland as well, and comes to us with a wealth of experience in the area of learning. He's our new director of learning, and in the area of technology and how technology can enhance learning. The focus is on the learning, and we've had a great summer already. Dr. Luft, as I mentioned earlier, has been involved in the orientation of our new staff. We had a board retreat where we talked about our goals. We had a parent night, actually a citizens' evening to talk about goal setting. So there's been much happening this summer, and Dr. Luft has been in the center of it all and really is well known to members of the community. So I was very fortunate to meet Dr. Luft, not knowing he was from Putnam Valley, but meeting him at the curriculum council that we have at BOCES, and was very impressed with what he offered to that group of assistant superintendents in the area, and superintendents who also belong to that organization. And I saw the way he presented and collaborated, and I said, this is someone that we can bring to Putnam Valley to really make a difference. And then I found out he was
Available.
but he was of Putnam Valley, so he speaks the language.
Welcome.
Thank you very
What's the
much.
language of Putnam Valley?
Didn't realize we had a different one.
So you went to the Putnam Valley schools.
I did.
Before, I understand, it was a high school.
Correct. So I went to school here in kindergarten through 9th grade,
Yeah.
and then went to a neighboring high school for 10th, 11th, and 12th.
Wow, how was that?
It was an interesting experience. I would have much preferred staying in Putnam Valley. The high school had originally passed at one point, and I was very excited. My class was going to be the first class to graduate from the original high school, and then some legal things happened, so that original high school was not built. So
Right.
I'm actually one of 4 boys who grew up in Putnam Valley. The 3 oldest all ended up graduating from Panis, but the youngest was, I think, the second graduating class from the new Putnam Valley High School. So one of the family members made it all the way through.
Well, welcome aboard.
Thank you.
What's your role? What will you be doing now with the faculty, staff, community in Putnam Valley?
Sure. Well, I plan to work very closely with the teachers and administrators, really around making sure our curriculum is aligned. So there's a vertical alignment throughout the buildings. So where prerequisite skills are being taught in one grade, and the following grade is aware of what skills are being taught and where they should begin. Working with teachers and administrators on instructional practices, making sure that we're finding ways to really engage our students within the instruction to maximize their learning. And really around professional development, finding opportunities to get teachers involved. I hope to do a lot of teacher facilitated training where teachers learn from their peers. Those are sort of some of the things that I'll be doing, and as well as finding ways to meaningfully integrate technology into instruction.
What do you hear about the Putnam Valley schools? As Fran said, you've been in other school districts.
Mm-hmm.
Very positive thoughts?
Very much. I was very excited to come back when Dr. Wills had, when I first heard of the position, I was very excited about the opportunity. I still live locally, although not in the Putnam Valley schools, but still locally. And I feel as if I've benefited greatly from my time here. There's actually still a few teachers that are around that were teachers when I was here. And I think many of my peers who I grew up with in Putnam Valley, being the wonderful place it is, have not ventured far. So even this morning at the kindergarten orientation, I ran into several people who I knew from my time here in Putnam Valley who are now bringing their own children back to the school. So it was nice to see lots of friendly faces. Even though I'm new to the district, I'm not new to the town.
That has to be so special, coming back to your home to work and teach the next generation.
It is, and it's inspiring for me to see the connections that Dr. Luft has here, and the way the community in the school community I've observed respects Dr. Luft. He was a great student here. He was a student who was beloved, and that is a wonderful thing to see when you see the way the teachers now are, the teachers who he had, now see Dr. Luft as a leader in the school. This is really a powerful, powerful experience, and I'm pleased to be able to have helped facilitate it, and that we see the future with this kind of connection.
We wish you the very best of luck.
Thank you very
I'm
much.
sure we'll see you throughout the school year.
You sure will.
And you know, when you're talking about enthusiasm and people who were out there waving the Putnam Valley banner, we met Nicole Mangiere this morning.
Oh, yes.
Nicole is the new assistant principal at the Putnam Valley Middle School, who joins Travis McCarty, who is a relatively new principal of the school. And you talk about a cheerleading team. You're going to have to, I don't know what you're going to do over there.
I know,
Pom-poms.
the energy is just wonderful. And it's that energy that we hope we can cultivate throughout. It's really something to value in our time. The kind of teamwork that we have here is something that we all can value and say, this is what we all want for our community and for our lives.
Nicole, good morning. You're on. Nicole Mangiere is the new assistant principal here at Putnam Valley Middle School, and welcome aboard.
Thank you very much.
What does it mean to you, an assistant principal of a school like Putnam Valley? Hundreds of young people, your responsibility. What does all this mean?
That is it. It feels like a big responsibility, but also something that I'm very excited for. As we look towards kind of the future of Putnam Valley, specifically the middle school, we're really thinking about how do we educate the whole child and really focus in not only on their academic learning, but also on the social-emotional aspects of learning. One of the things that we're really looking at is how do we help our teachers to take the time to work with students on an individual basis, because as you guys will probably hear, one of our major goals in the district is building relationships. And so that's going to live in the district, it's going to live in each of our buildings. And at the middle school level especially, we take it very, very seriously because we know that middle school is a very special time in children's lives. It is a time where they're going through a lot of changes. They're trying to figure out who they are. So the more support that we can provide them academically and socially, and specifically through relationships with adults, we recognize that we want every student to have a relationship with every adult, but it's really important that they have a person that they really feel comfortable with, whether that's their 5th grade teacher that they continue to go back to, but that we have those strong relationships. And we take that really seriously, and we're working with our staff on that and also with our students.
30 seconds or less, as they say. Who is Nicole Mangiere? Where'd you come from?
Oh, where did I come from? I grew up in the Mount Pleasant Central Schools, which is very similar, at least size-wise, to Putnam Valley. So it does feel a bit like coming home to a place I feel comfortable. I did teach for 9 years in the Bronx. I'm a Putnam Valley employee now, but I always say I am a Kipster at heart. I taught at Kip Academy Middle School for 7 years, and there I really learned the importance of school culture, and I'm really excited to bring all of those ideas about culture, teaching the individual child, and building relationships here to Putnam Valley and Putnam Valley Middle School.
We're going to hear a lot about Nicole Mangiere throughout the school year. Welcome aboard.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Well, days before the new school year officially began on Tuesday the 5th, the class of 2031 arrived. Boys and girls, the smiles on their faces, the enthusiasm when they got off the buses for the first time. Something very special.
Yes, and it's that enthusiasm and that energy that I look to see throughout the school year. That student engagement in every grade, in every classroom. We want to see our students engaged and involved in learning.
The class of 2031.
Yes.
We're going to be in 2031, Fran.
That's... I don't know.
You know, hey,
Don't
who knows,
know.
right?
But
it's only
what
12 years from now.
That's true.
We're young
That's
people.
true. Well, we don't know, but I have only the greatest optimism for those students and for the world that they will inherit. I want it to be a world where they can be successful and happy.
The gal who puts it all together here at the elementary school, Margaret Podesta, stopped by. Let's check her out and say good morning. When we last talked to Margaret Podesta, the principal here at the elementary school, it was the last day of school. And we said the sun was going to fly by.
And it did.
It flew.
Yeah.
And here we are on the first day of school. Things are going well, wonderfully.
We've had a wonderfully productive summer. Today we just had our kindergarten orientation. So all of our new kindergarten students take a little mini bus ride, and they get to come into school and meet their teacher and see their new classroom for a while. And I just met with the kindergarten parents, and we just went over the beginning of the year and all the exciting things ahead. So it was a very special day.
the smiles on the children's parents' faces too.
Yeah.
But the
Some tears, right? Yeah.
But the kids were all smiles.
They were. They're so excited, and they think they're coming back tomorrow, but they have to wait till Tuesday. Yeah.
How many youngsters do we have? Kindergartners do we have?
We have 5 sections of about 18 in each class, so not too big, just
Okay,
perfect, really.
perfect.
Yeah.
And what are you looking forward to for this school year?
Oh, this year we continue to be the best school we can be. We have work going on in ELA. We have our sustainability program coming, our ruler with our emotional intelligence. We're using our outdoor classroom and our maker space, and we're always continuing our initiatives in ELA and math. So it's a busy place.
Next time we visit, we want to check out that outside classroom.
Great. That would be great. On a day like this would be perfect.
Okay,
Yeah.
thank you.
Okay, thank
Margaret
you.
Podesta, have a good school year.
We will. Thank
Fran
you
and
so
I
much.
will be right back. They're adorable. They really are so
Yes,
cute.
it's the best day of the year. We all feel that. Because that's the wonderful thing about education. Every year you start anew.
It's a new beginning.
You open the window again, open the door again to a new group of students, and you see them as fledglings. And it's a wonderful feeling of hope.
The only occupation like it. Every year, as you say, it's a whole new
It's
beginning.
always a new beginning.
Teachers with the most seasoned teachers, administrators, been around 100 years. People always get the butterflies on the eve of that first day of school.
I couldn't help thinking this year as school opened, I couldn't help thinking though of our fellow citizens in Houston
Oh,
and the school children and the teachers and what they must be coping with.
yeah.
This is especially difficult, it seems, for the students, for the children.
Yes.
Because this is what they look forward to, the start of the school year. That's their comfort, that's their routine. And it's so difficult. So hopefully as a nation we'll come together and support those people who are suffering in our
Okay.
country.
What's your wish for the new school year?
I'm wishing that every day is as exciting as today,
Okay.
with our students having open minds to learning.
Superintendent of Schools Dr. Fran Wills said it best. So until next time, for Superintendent Wills, I'm Eric Gross. We thank you so much for joining us for this back-to-school edition of Inside Putnam Valley Schools. Until next time, have yourselves a good start of the school year. We'll see you soon. Bye-bye now.